Manchester United fans all over the world. How are you? This is RD bringing you the story of PSG stepping up their chase for Paul Pogba. Remember, Paul Pogba is only left with 12 months under the contract with Manchester United, and it looks like PSG are really ready to go on and get a Paul Pogba signature in there. Please welcome to this channel. Subscribe to our channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. Now, as we get through this story, Paul Pogba is a Manchester United player that's known, but if at all he does not renew his contract at Manchester United, that means he'll be able to sign a pre-contract in January such that he can join any other club. Now, news coming in from France show us that Paul Pogba, PSG really want to get Paul Pogba and to add him to the signings of Donnarumma, Sergio Ramos, Georginio, Wijnaldum, and a player who goes by the name of Hakimi. Remember, Hakimi was got from a team which goes by names of Inter Milan, Donnarumma, AC Milan, free transfer to that side. Georginio, Wijnaldum, it was a free transfer to that side, and a player who goes by names of Sergio Ramos, free transfer. Almost 3 players that they've gotten out of the 4. They've gotten them on a free transfer because Sergio Ramos, Real Madrid denied him a new contract in there, and he decided really to look for a team which goes by names of PSG in there. He has signed for 2 years, and he's going to be at PSG up to 2023 in here. Now, the situation looks like it's tense at United, because if at all people like PSG really come in, it's really something hard. I don't know whether Paul Pogba is going to deny himself going this side, provided PSG really cough off the money that United wants. Because when you look at how the things are standing right now, Paul Pogba looks like he really wants to win a Champions League. He wants to win a league with a good team. And when you look at PSG, if at all Kylian Mbappe stays, Neymar stays, and the varieties of this world, just imagine a midfield of Verratti and Paul Pogba in there, and those other players in there, Georginio, Wijnaldum. I'm just imagining, because I just think that Verratti will be partnering Wijnaldum, and Pogba will play into the number 10 role in there. But all in all, let's get to the situation at United. How does Solskjaer hold all this situation? Because news came in like 3 days back that United have told Paul Pogba if he does not sign 1 more year to United, or with United, to see him at United up to 2023, up to 2023, they are really going to sell him, or they will swap him off, because they are not willing to lose him for free for the second time. Remember, in 2013, Sir Alex Ferguson was still the manager of Manchester United. 2012-2013, Paul Pogba refused to renew his contract at Manchester United, and he left to a team which went by the names of Juventus on a free transfer, and United got him back after 3 years at a cost of £89 million, making the record signing of Manchester United, being the most expensive player that United have ever bought. That is Paul Pogba in there. So United don't want to do the same thing again and fell a victim again into this deal, because Paul Pogba looks like he does not want to sign. So if at all he does not want to sign, they will either swap him for a team where they want to get a player from, or they'll really get the money and sell him off. So it's all about Paul Pogba. But Paul Pogba's situation reminds us lots of things at United, that how can we really let players leave us like this? Remember, Ander Herrera was being wanted to stay by a man who goes by names of Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, and he demanded for £200,000 a week as his weekly wages, and United told Ander Herrera, we are not getting you that money. And what did Ander Herrera go? What did Ander Herrera do? He went to PSG, was given a £20 million sign-on fee in there. So lots of things United should learn from such deals, because if at all you have a player who goes by the names of Paul Pogba, having triggered his remaining year at United and having failed really to sign up, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer putting the situation, calming it down, because Paul Pogba was not into his right senses at United. He felt like it was the right time to go. His agent Mino Raiola was coughing out and baffling outwards in there like no one. So currently, the situation at Manchester United and Paul Pogba really exposes the board to an extent that we now know that our board really takes long really to talk to certain players, and their futures are not resolved early enough. Now, when you look at the current situation, Paul Pogba is in America. You saw him with Burna Boy in there and Ronaldinho doing one of the best celebrities party in there, and they were into a club with Ronaldinho and they were having fun from that side. Now, United are targeting Eduardo Camavinga, but they were saying that he's not a Paul Pogba replacement. The United wants to keep Paul Pogba and Danny Van Beek plus Bruno Fernandes. Now, news came in last summer that Bruno Fernandes doesn't want to sign a new contract or to renew his contract because United want to add him to double like his salary in there. And what they want to do is they want to give him a salary of 250,000 shillings per week, and they want Bruno Fernandes to add more 2 years onto his contract. Now, he said, news into the corridors, we are saying that Bruno Fernandes doesn't want to renew his contract at Manchester United if at all they've not resolved Paul Pogba and they bring in new signings. Now, the coming of Jadon Sancho has been a spark to Bruno to sign a new contract because they are into contract negotiations with Manchester United. Now, Bruno thinks he shouldn't renew his contract if at all Paul Pogba is leaving Manchester United, because he thinks if at all you're a club that really wants to win trophies, there is no way you take off Paul Pogba from your team, because Bruno said Paul Pogba makes him to look a better player when he is onto the pitch. So he says that most of the times when he's playing alone, all the teams are putting the focus on him. But if at all Paul Pogba is into the midfield too, that means Paul Pogba, when Bruno is marked, that means Paul Pogba will get in some new time in there to go on and do his needful. When attention is so much on Paul Pogba, then Bruno will get some time to do all that. And Bruno went ahead to say that Paul Pogba compliments him very well, and Bruno doesn't want Paul Pogba to leave Manchester United. Now, the signing of Jadon Sancho, and if at all Varane comes in, I think we'll send a signal to Paul Pogba, because Paul Pogba really loves Manchester United, because he was an academy graduate and he really loves United. And if at all it was not the love he had for United, he wouldn't have come back to United. He came back in 2016 under the management of Jose Mourinho, and now he's with Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. So there is no doubt that Paul Pogba loves Manchester United, but he is aging out. He's 28 years old. He has like 5 years left on his career. He has not won a league title at Manchester United. He has not won a Champions League. So he really wants to play for a team that looks like he's serious and is making signings and showing progress. When you look at a team which goes by names of PSG, coached by a man who goes by names of Pochettino in there, they've brought in players that look like they are targeting the Champions League only. Not the league, but they are targeting the Champions League. And these players, trust me, next season PSG is really going to be a very bad team to face, because if at all you have a Neymar, a Kylian Mbappe, a Mauro Icardi, an Angel Di Maria, a Verratti, a Paul Pogba, Wijnaldum, Donnarumma, and then Hakimi, and the player who goes by names of Donnarumma. So all those players are really good. So I think when you look at the signings that so far a team which goes by the names of PSG have made, it's just a clear signal that they are targeting the Champions League next season. So Pogba looks at this as his perfect opportunity, and they're going to give him the money that the money that they want. Because when you look at the player salary of a player who goes by names of Kylian Mbappe, Mbappe's salary, I think he earns close to 600,000. Let me check here. 600,000 pounds. Mbappe 2021, he's earning 400,000 pounds, 403,000 pounds in there. That's the salary for Kylian Mbappe. So that means they can really bring in a Paul Pogba to a salary of close to 350 or 400 if at all really Paul Pogba really gets him, because they're getting him on a cheaper, because if at all Pogba renews his contract to Manchester United, he will go back to an 80 million pound player. But right now PSG are saying that if at all we get United close to 50 to 60 million euros, that is close to 45 million pounds in there. They think United will go ahead and sell Paul Pogba to them. But we as United, it will be a big blow, because getting in a Sancho is a plus to United, getting in a Varane is a plus, getting in an Eduardo Camavinga is a plus, and losing Paul Pogba is a minus, because Paul Pogba is that player who really complements Bruno, and we've seen him rescue United. He's one of the best, and you've seen very many people saying that the reason as to why on France he really does most of those passes, because France has a first player who goes by names of Kylian Mbappe, and they say that coming off Jadon Sancho to United it's really going to release Paul Pogba to do that more and more often, because Sancho does nice runs and is really a more technical player, and I think they can link up very great, because Sancho is a fast player and they can really link up with Paul Pogba a lot, and such of more of such passes will be seen at United if at all really Paul Pogba comes up and stays. But news coming in is not good. We, to the United fans and those who think that we were going to be title contenders if at all Everan comes in and Eduardo Camavinga comes in. So we thought that would be really a very big plus to United. But all in all, it looks like it's going to be a minus because PSG are in talks with Paul Pogba and Mino Raiola, the man who wants money, because he knows that he's really going to unload out of this deal, because he's telling them you are getting my player on a cheap, and he's good when it comes to negotiating deals concerning money. So that's it for now here on to Rokani Sports. Please leave your comment into the comment section below, and I really want to know what you think at this situation of Paul Pogba wanting to leave Manchester United, or his exit coming close. I'm out. See you later.